What is up, YouTube? NYKS31 here. Yes! PSN is back.
Needed every bit of it on
what a
that
perfect opportunity to do some commentary. PSN is back in business. And let me tell you something.
Gets off the throw.
Oh my goodness! I racked off like 5, 6 games in a row. I felt like, you know, a crackhead going through withdrawals who just had a rock placed in front of him. I just straight up just went on a binge. You know, it's amazing how much we rely on the internet to be entertained. You know, I know I'm not the only one. I know guys who've been fiending to get back online and, you know, play some games and all that good stuff. I was going crazy playing against the computer, you know. Only so much of that you can do. But anyway, glad to be back online, cranking out videos of online games and whatnot. And, you know, truth be told, I'm not really, you know, that upset over the whole situation. You know, things happen. Sure, Sony could have done and while it was a pain in the behind, you know, what can you do? You know, things happen in life. There's always going to be some, you know, loser, hacker, computer nerd type of people and element out there, so all you can do is learn from your experiences and, you know, try to prevent something like this from happening again. But anyway, back to football, back to video games, back to online play.
And he's tackled at the
all my online leagues that have been in hibernation now can begin again. NCAA still kicking strong in that. MLB The Show, we're still trying to, you know, get that off the ground. But at the same time that we were getting that off the ground is when the PSN,
and they're lucky to get that one back.
I'm also feeding for a hit of some, you know, Black Ops, so I am going to be doing some binging hardcore. But
it's up
the main thing that's been on my mind, I guess, is that, you know, football gaming, Madden, NCAA, NFL 2K, all pro
Aaron Rodgers handled all the pressure of
gotten
following a legend so beautifully, but now he is starting to build on his own very impressive career.
Too serious. You know, I respect people's right to, you know, voice their opinion. YouTube,
he throws short.
You know, provides an outlet for people to voice their opinion on whatever's on their mind and, you know, create a following. And I'll never ever gripe about somebody exercising their right to do that. You know, it's
now has 8 catches in the
public
game.
airspace. It's, you know, your right to do what you will, and, you know, I respect the man for taking a stand. And
the big play by the Packers, and it's
we have this, you know, element of videos. You know, you have the Sim Standard and the guys over there who do a pretty good job in general of, you know, what they're trying to do. You have their followers and people who comment on their videos and whatnot, and people who do their own videos. But I don't know. Just for me, it's just a bit much. Initially, you know, I tried to care as much as they did and as much as the people who support them do. And for me, I just found that, you know, I couldn't do it. You know, when a game becomes more than leisure and becomes something that you're crusading for or on behalf of, it's time to take a step back and just reassess what you're doing. And, you know, for me, I'd rather, you know, play the games that I like rather than, you know, break them apart. You know, for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks like this, and I'm sure that there are others who disagree, but as far as, you know, Madden and NCAA goes, you know, they're games. They're video games. They're video games that happen to depict a particular sport. But in the end, it's a video game. So, I tend not to get too upset about
the pass is away.
You know, the things that others
no completion that time,
are,
and it'll bring up third down.
What's the word I'm looking for? The phrase I'm looking for. Others who are, I guess, more interested in having a real-to-life replica of what they see on a football field on a, you know, Saturday afternoon, Sunday, or a Monday night. And if that's your thing, that's fine, you know. But I think that
flips out short.
With that mindset, there's going to be always a certain level of frustration because in a video game environment, you're never going to get video game characters to
winning the game, going forward on fourth down,
act like and replicate real people perfectly. So I tend to cut, you know, sports games some slack in that regard. For me, you know, if I enjoy the game, if the game's fun to play, if it does a good job in a couple of, you know, core elements as far as depicting the game, I can overlook the, you know, nitpicky stuff. And when I say nitpicky from my point of view. Something that's nitpicky to me might not be nitpicky to somebody else, and vice versa. But you know, that's the way I stand on things. That's why I continue to play Madden. It's a fun game for me. It's entertaining. It's a game that I enjoy playing. And NCAA, same thing, and I still play all-pro football. You know, liking one doesn't mean that you're inherently against something else. You know, you can be a player of Madden and not hate simulation gameplay. You can be a fan of all-pro football or backbreaker or what have you, and, you know, not be averse to picking up the sticks and playing some Madden and enjoying a little bit of a more arcadey type feel, if that's what you enjoy. If you don't enjoy that, then that's great. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're just talking about video games, you know. It's not a social movement or anything like that. It's entertainment. It's leisure. So take that as you will. But anyway,
having a kickoff return guy that can return.
This is actually a very interesting game. I got down, as you can see, I just had a kick returned on me. I'm not going to let you have the end of the game ruined. So I'll let you just watch and see how it unfolds. But I can't wait for all my online leagues to resume. MLB The Show, All Pro Football, NCAA 11, and playing more Madden up until the release of Madden 12. I think we're going to have a very good football year. From what I see from NCAA 12, it looks like it's going to be a very good game. You know, NCAA 11 was a very good game, and I have a degree of trust in the NCAA crew that, honestly, I don't always have with the cast of characters who developed the Madden series, or the Madden games of this gen of consoles. So, with that being said, I hold more confidence on the NCAA front because that's a game that's garnered my trust. While Madden seems to have been a, you know, one year you have something that you like, and the next year you wonder what the heck happened. Madden 10 was like that. Madden 8 I really enjoyed. Madden 9 I couldn't stand. And Madden 10 was kind of a mixed bag of tricks. But this Madden 11 I enjoyed a lot. So, you know, hopefully
huge play here.
They can build on that and, you know, continue the positive things that they did with Madden 11 and polish things up that could be improved upon. But from what I can see, you know, looks like they're doing that. So we'll see how it all turns out. But either way, I think I'm going to be having a very good time playing, you know, both those games once they drop. But in the meantime, more APF, more NCAA 11, MLB The Show, and I will be checking with you all later. Take care, everybody.
Picks it off. Avoids the tackle. Backtracks the opposite way.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch.
Touchdown, Gang Green.
Tiger, 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 Tiger.
He passes it. Fires into a crowd. Interception. And this one looks like it's going to come back. Green gets it on the inside.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
He gets off the throw. And he's knocked out at the 23-yard line. Jennings makes it 5 catches for the game. He throws downfield.
Aaron Rodgers has a big arm, and we all know that, and he needed every bit of it on that throw.
Passes to the end zone. Intercepted, and that should be it. Burst of speed. Boom, he's gone. Greg Jennings was the intended receiver.
Anytime you give up that...
Here's the pass. Picked, and that's the game.
And there's no question they were sitting on that one. That is one of the bread and butter pass plays of this offense. They've been working against it all week, and that was a special little trick there that came up with the interception.
The Packers, 21.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.